time for Shreveport Mudbugs hockey, as tonight the Mudbugs will conclude this two-game series against the Odessa Jackalopes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chet Yoder, and this is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram and Fiat pregame show. And this evening, the Mudbugs will look to snap out of a three-game overall losing skid and get themselves back in to the win column this evening. It's been a long 24 hours for Mudbugs hockey after that 7-2 defeat. And boy, there was nothing to look good at, or I guess you can say nothing, no positives that you can find out of a 7-2 defeat. They were outshot 29-27. They gave up 7 goals. They got 2 in a row from Earhart and Deeb in the second, which got them back in the game at 4-2. But after that, they just couldn't get anything going. They flip-flopped their goalies. They went to Goich in the first period, then made the goaltending switch to Garapi in the second, then went back to Goich in the third period. And you have to wonder about the confidence level from both of their netminders right now. I talked to Coach Soupy about that. He didn't care. He didn't care what kind of emotions his teams were under. He wants his team to perform. He had choice words for his team last night after the game, and he got them going this morning in a 9 a.m. skate. Then they had film. Then they had a little bit of a nap session. They came in with another good stern meeting this evening, and he hopes his team can come out, show up on time. That's been the message from Michael Hill and head coach Jason Soupy Campbell to get this team ready, because you look into the South Division standings, the Brahmas, they won last night. They're at 81 points. The Ice Rays idle. They're at 71 points. Now they have 2 games in hand on the Bugs, who now the Bugs trail the Ice Rays by 4 points for the race for the second seed in the South, which would give them a first-round bye. They're at 67 points. Then you have the streaking Ice Wolves. They've won 6 in a row. They're at 59 points. The Rhinos at 55 points in 5th place. Then you have the Jackalopes in that 6th and final playoff spot at 48 points. They hold the tiebreaker over Colorado because they've won more games. Colorado with just 19 wins to the Jacks 22. Amarillo in 8th place at 40 points. Oklahoma in last with 40 points. We'll talk to Mudbugs associate head coach Michael Hill after these messages. It's the Bugs and the Jacks. We'll have more on the Landers pregame show as we count down to the 7-11 Margaritaville start time. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Welcome back in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram and Fiat pregame shows. We count down to the 7-11 Margaritaville start time. The finale of this 2-game series between the Mudbugs and the Jackalopes. We're joined by Mudbugs associate head coach Michael Hill. And Coach, there is obviously no time to start sugarcoating losses, and I couldn't really find much sugar last night in that 7-2 defeat by the hands of the Odessa Jackalopes. What was the, I guess, one thing that you can pinpoint that you really just did not like about last night's game?
I mean, you got to give credit to Odessa. They just came out and played a really good game. They worked harder than us. I mean, that's a big takeaway, that they're in a spot right now where they're fighting for playoffs, and it was very evident that they're trying to fight for that spot, and we were just very complacent in our game, and it's up to us to try to just reload, refresh, refuel the right way and going into tonight. And I mean, like, can't really say a whole lot bad when that team just played really well. Like we weren't ready to play the right way. We didn't start on time in our game to, execute and give credit to Odessa for playing the way they did, because they played a good game.
You guys did climb back into the game. You got a couple of goals in a row from Earhart and Deeb. Did you feel like maybe that was your moment to really kind of get back in the game and really have that momentum on your side?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's always enough time in a game to get the job done. I mean, ever since I've been here, we've been able to claw back into some good games. My first year here against Oklahoma here at home in the regular season, we got a late one with like maybe 2 seconds left to win it in regulation, and then in playoffs too, we got a double OT by Drake Morris, and against Oklahoma, I think it was that. Or no, it was Lone Star, wasn't it?
Lone Star.
Yeah, and just literally 2 seconds, maybe 1 second left on the clock on a face-off, and we get a double OT winner. I mean, there's always plenty of time in the game, no matter how many seconds or minutes there are, and that was kind of the message we were telling our guys. And from the drop of the puck, if you're out there, there's going to be an opportunity to fight your way back into this battle.
I don't recall Coach Soupy and the coaching staff flip-flopping goalies. Kind of in my time here, was it one of those moves where it's like, look, I didn't like Goich. I wanted to change things up, so you went to Garapi in the second. Then you decided to go back to Goich in the third. Was it just one of those kinds of moves where, look, we're a little desperate here, and we're just trying to do something to try to change it up?
Yeah, a little bit, but like at the end of the day, and our goalies are 100% aware, they just weren't ready to come and play the right game. Yeah. They weren't ready to put their bodies in front of shots. We had we have goals on Garapi and Goich that hit middle bar from just outside angles, and that's something that they owned, and which is great. Like they have to have that, and so I mean, it's tough when you think you're playing a good hockey game, and then you have a few guys show up, but we're only going to be successful once the whole team, all 21 guys dressed, are going to be showing up. And from starter goalie to back up to a 13th forward or a 7th D, like if everyone's ready to go and has that mindset of showing up at 7-11 when the puck drops, then it's going to be, it's game on for us. We're a whole different team, and with the way that collectively, I think our offense was lacking in the pressure, and the way that our special teams wasn't good either, and we're just getting outplayed by a team that was ready to win a hockey game. And I think our guys just weren't ready the right way, and there's signs throughout the week that we see and we talk about that we're trying to fix and everything like that too. So like our guys are, it's probably just a little bit more accountability over them, and making sure that they're ready to show up at the right time to play a hockey game.
You're gonna make some tweaks to the lineup. Foster Nickel not in the lineup, and Aiden Pewley not in the lineup. You're going to put Viviano in. We saw this young kid earlier in the season, and we liked what we saw. And then Ryan Barrett, who's been kind of in and out of the lineup. He's sat for kind of an extended period of time at times, but anytime I asked you about him, you really liked his role with the team. Those two in, fresher legs, do you feel like it's going to kind of provide a little bit of a spark?
Yeah, I think definitely. When Viviano played for us here a couple games back in November, December, when it was, the kid is just an absolute worker, and you love seeing that, because his work ethic is gonna go harder than anyone's skill out there. And Barrett's just a kid that knows his role, and his energy and his vibe around him is very contagious. He has just like a very positive demeanor to his body and the way that he presents himself. His emotions are very well in check, and so I think Barrett's been really buying into the role that the team needs out of him, and it's I'm excited to see, what Viviano could do, because, he's over a point a game guy in his time playing with us, and hopefully he comes and brings that same work ethic and energy for tonight's game.
Before I let you go, Coach, I'm a big tie guy just like you. You think I can pull off a tie like the one you're wearing right now?
I don't know. It's 100% wool, handcrafted in Scotland. It's a gift from my mother for Christmas. It's tough to rock something like this. The slick back hair, the black shirt, and the complement of the purple and teal tie really puts my look together with this teal suit. So it's hard for you, Chet, to pull this off, but like a man like me, I think I pull it off any day of the week.
Coach, thanks for the time. It's hard to argue against that. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you, Chet.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram and Fiat pregame show as we count down to the 7-Eleven Margaritaville start time. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more
Hey,
information.
Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum as we continue on in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram and Fiat pregame show. It's time for the Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. First for the Odessa Jackalopes, head coach by Scott Durr. The assistant coach is Mark Quees-Cotton. At left wing will be number 25, Christian Taver. At center will be number 12, Jordan Larkey, and on the right wing will be number 17, Nicholas Piriselli. Defensively for the Jacks will be number 19, Braden Patilla, and number 8, Austin Richards. And making the start in nets, he was impressive last night, will be the young man from Sweden, number 31, William Karped. Your Whataburger starting lineups for the Shreveport Mudbugs, head coach by Jason Soupy Campbell. Associate head coach is Michael Hill, goalie coach Rich Perrant, and the honorary assistant is Chris Lane. At left wing will be number 25, Bryce Boucher. At center will be number 20, Andre Parichka. And on the right wing will be number 18, Andrew Seminara. Defensively for the Bugs will be number 5, Angel Lavecchio, and number 2, Bodie Wise. And making the start in nets from Homer Glen, Illinois, back-to-back nights. For this young man, he's been quite busy. Number 30, Nikola Goich. He went through the wave of emotions, really wasn't in much of a chatting mood today. I understand why. I kept him at peace, kind of walked around him, walked a little bit around eggshells. And that's rare for a guy like Nikolai Goich, who's so calm, cool, loose, but very, very focused this evening. He knows how big this start is for him tonight. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. From some lineup notes tonight, Aiden Pewley, a healthy scratch this evening. Foster Nickel, lower body injury. He's not going to go. And those are huge because Pewley, an everyday player, of course, when he was hurt, he was out, but not very happy that he wasn't in the lineup. And Coach Soupy wants to challenge his team. He said, look, I didn't like the way you played last night. I'm going to sit you tonight and see how my team responds. We're not looking to not play you, he said, paraphrasing what he said in their meeting today. But he wants to challenge his team, and in the lineup is Ryan Barrett and number 32, Salvatore Viviano. You remember this young man. He played a couple of games earlier in this season. So it'll be good to see Barrett and Viviano, some fresh legs, according to Michael Hill, and they'll look to try to use that to their advantage. The Bugs and Jacks are about to make their way out onto the ice. We'll bring you the national anthem and the Landers opening puck drop after these messages. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. The Jackalopes in their red and black jerseys with the Odessa spelled out in front, the white numberings and letterings along the backside. The Mudbugs in their special Loving Louisiana jerseys. It's got that LSU type of feel with the purple and gold, with the Louisiana State in front, spelled out Mudbugs, and the purple numberings and letterings along the backside. Mudbugs Hockey Tonight is brought to you by Fireplace Specialties. Fireplaces, gas logs, glass doors, wood stoves, inserts, mantles, and grills. They got it all. They're located at 8500 Box Road in Shreveport, or by logging on to fireplacespecialties.net. Mudbugs Hockey Tonight is brought to you by Down Home Meat Sausage. Whether you're grilling outdoors looking for some hearty and flavorful sausages for breakfast, or preparing a gumbo platter, Down Home Meats has the perfect sausage for all your occasions. Mudbugs Hockey Night is brought to you by Porters, delivering the difference for Mudbugs Hockey. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years, providing floor mats, uniforms, and facility services for your business. If you want to get tickets to future Mudbugs Hockey home games, save time and get the best savings on Mudbugs Hockey home game tickets by stopping by your local Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy to buy your tickets for every Mudbugs Hockey home game. Mudbugs back at it next weekend. They'll host a 2-game series. It'll be our kids' weekend, and the Mudbugs will take on the Oklahoma Warriors. Now we ask you please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem before we get the conclusion of this 2-game series started.
Remove your caps and hats and join in the singing of this evening's national anthem. Please welcome back to George's Pond,
Chloe Johnson. She's done it before, and she can do it once more with a fantastic rendition of tonight's national anthem. We're ready to get this baby underway. Mudbugs looking for a better performance, a little bit of a louder performance. And Coach Soupy and Michael Hill said, look, our team didn't show up on time, and they believe they didn't show up for most of that game last night. And it was a great crowd. They had a spirited practice this morning at around 9 a.m., and they wanted the guys to get there around 8 a.m. They held a stern meeting. They don't practice usually on Saturday mornings. This is the first time they're doing it this season. Every once in a while, when they do a Saturday morning practice, they get them up bright and early around 5 or 6 a.m. They wanted them to sleep a little bit, but they wanted to get some work in. And I asked Coach Soupy about that practice, and he said he really liked it. And he kind of said it cautiously because he wanted to see how that translates into tonight's game. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves wherever you may be for a Louisiana Saturday night for Mudbugs hockey. Mudbugs trying to win tonight and then climb 2 points behind Corpus Christi. That would put them in at least, I guess you can say, somewhat of a striking distance of trying to catch Corpus Christi for the second seed in the South Division. Mudbugs looking for the first round bye in the NAHL playoffs. You don't get that if you do not get the 1 or 2 seed. It's Parichka and Larkey, and the Landers opening puck drop is dropped, and the face-off is won there by Parichka. Played up off the far side boards, hard hit. Now kicked around and taken there by Larkey. Larkey's pass misfired. He tried to find Richard's stick, and it goes in deep into the Mudbug zone. You look at this Odessa team, they're in the 6th and final playoff spot. They're a very talented team. They're opportunistic. Things haven't worked out every once in a while, but they can beat you within a blink of an eye. And that's really what they did last night. A lot of 3 seconds and into the back of the Mudbugs net. And that's one thing Coach Soupy really harps on his team about. Now along to the right side, that's Litchard, and it's picked off there by Belsterling, and he'll go ahead and bolt it in. Slowed down there by Goich. Played up off the near side boards, held in there by Belsterling. He throws one toward the net. It was blocked in front there by McKay. Into the near corner, flagged down there by Deeb. He had a goal last night. And on over to Litchard. Litchard trying to fork it out of trouble, and he will. All the way down, first line change. Or check that second line change of the evening for Bugs hockey. Belsterling around the right side will sling a pass up ahead, left side there to Richmond. Richmond throws one toward the net. Good stick there by Pusateri to deflect it as it goes into the protective netting. After the Mudbugs players got their butts chewed up pretty good after the disappointing loss last night, they left to go home as quickly as they could with the quick turnaround with Saturday morning practice. Face off along the left wing circle to the right of Goich. Face off tied up one there by Fink. Now right side, the puck lifted. Look out! Looked like it was going above that Ryan Peterson. It is one of our game ice officials. And it is out of play for a break in the action. $1:26 gone by here in the opening period, brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Ms. Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Goich looks on to his right. That puck tied up into the near corner. And Fink's got it. Fink now will drag it around the far side. His pass gets broken up and now kicked around, and now it's taken there by Giosi. His pass blocked. Now along the left side, that's Arrington who takes a hard hit there by Pusateri. Fink now through the middle there to Earhart. Earhart, probably one of the best Mudbug skaters on the ice last night, according to Coach Soupy. Will just drag it in. Into the near side, Hammer blocked off there by Earhart. Earhart swings and misses as he tries to get the puck in deep. Now along the left point, up off the stick now of Hutchinson, and the puck is taken there by Thornton. Dropped off along the right side there to Jacobs. Spun around up off the stick of Arrington through the neutral zone. Now Hutchinson up off the stick of Drury. Slowed down into the Odessa zone. Played into the near corner, taken there by Hammer. Hammer left side through the middle, up onto the stick of Lesperance. A shot blocked in front there by Lavecchio. It goes in deep behind the Bugs net. Hard check there by Hammer. Shot toward the net, poke checked away there by Goich, and had enough steam on it to get it back out into the neutral zone. Jasser now through the middle there to Lavecchio, and the Swiss blue liner will go ahead and swivel it in. Stick down there by Carfed. Played around the left side. Odessa will lug it back out. Lesperance now trying to ladle it in. Didn't get in all the way. And it's taken there by Seminaro on the left side. He'll go ahead and trickle it back in. In deep into the Odessa zone. Played around the far side. Mudbugs hold the zone. Deflected on net. Up off the stick of Boucher. And a save made there by Carped. Big hello to the Seminaros. Tuned in tonight from Dearborn Heights. Hope they're doing well, and I heard we'll be seeing them soon, so that'll always be fun. They share very many similar qualities and personality traits as Andrew Seminara, and that's a good thing. It's one of my favorites. Playing along the left side, he's quiet, but then when you get him going, he's a whole lot of fun to be around. He is one of the more gentle giants off the ice. It's hard to tell because everything you see on the ice is kind of like a madman. He's all over the place. But he does his job, and Coach Soupy really compliments the way he plays. And I think Coach Soupy's made comparisons about his toughness, or Soupy's toughness, on the ice, kind of relatable to what Seminary does. A shot toward the net from Litchard gets blocked in front there by Tavar, and it goes into the protective netting. The brashness that Coach Soupy played with in a Mudbugs uniform, like I said, very similar to what Andrew Seminara puts out on the ice as well. Face off to the left of Carped. Right wing circle draw. Face off one there by the Bugs. Right point. Hutchinson's pass gets broken up. Now along to the right side, the puck spun in deep. Richmond's got it thrown in front, up off the stick of Smith, and it gets blocked. Now right back out. Litchard on the attack. He'll drop it into the near half wall. And now down low behind the Jacks net. Taken there by Thornton. Far side there to Smith, and he'll scale it back out up off the stick of Richmond. 4.5 gone by here in the opening period. No score from the George. Litchard, the captain. He'll just go ahead and drop it in deep there for Deeb to grab. Into the near corner. And now along the far side, Smith through the middle. Up off the stick there to Richmond. Through the middle there to Patilla. Patilla will drop it off there to Richmond. Richmond drops it on back to the left point. Taken there by Belsterling, who gets dragged down there by McKay. Up off the stick trying to find Litchard. It was broken up there by Arrington. Played back out to Belsterling. He gains the zone. Left side takes a hard check into the boards. Gets his helmet popped off there by Pusateri. Now a fight along the near half wall. Taken there by Murch. Murch now through the middle. Murch now has it, dropped off there to Fink, flips one toward the net, save made, rebound! Oh, left pad save made there by Carfed. It was rolling around the goal mouth. Along to the left side, Giosi. He'll go ahead and drop it in deep into the Mudbug zone. Taken there, Giosi behind the Bugs net. Giosi now works the wagons. He'll drop it in down low there to Jacobs. Jacobs now to the right point, onto the stick of Barry. He'll bang it in deep into the near corner. Good pace to this one. Almost 6 minutes gone by here in the opening period. Behind the Bugs net, Odessa battling. Giosi in there. Murch is in there. Pusateri fighting and clawing. Now worked out free there by Fink, and he'll be able to flip it out there to Earhart. Earhart will angle it up off the far side boards and in deep. taken there by Martell, who will sling it in. Oh, a giveaway. Turnaround shot. Stick save made there by Carpet on Akimov on the steal behind the Odessa net. Now along to the far half wall. It's taken there by Murray, and he'll mail it back out to center. Puck punched back in there by Adams. Slowed down there by Carpet. He was real lackadaisical on playing that puck. Shot toward the net. A high bouncer sticked away there by Carpet on a shot there by Hutchinson. Held in there by Adams. Adams waits, whacks one toward the net. Glove save and a beauty there by Carpet. And we'll take a break in the action. 6.5 gone by here in the Generational Financial Advisors opening period. Still no score from Shreveport. Big hello to the Adams family. Hope they are doing well. I love talking to Mr. Adams. He's one of my favorite hockey dads. Just kind of calm, cool, and then we get into an extended conversation, and it's a lot of fun. Hope they're doing well. I assume we'll be seeing them for Parents' Weekend. I've also heard we're going to get some former Mudbugs from the last championship team in a couple of weeks, and that'll be a whole lot of fun. It might be a little crazy. They are quite the cast of characters, and I'm glad some of them are still alive. But they're having a good time, and we'll be happy to see them. Held in there by Thornton along the left point. Puck swung on toward the net. That one deflected down low behind the Bugs net. Played to the left point. Thornton in down low. 8 up there by Wise. Back out to center. And now Seminara will go ahead and slide it in deep. Seminara letting that hair grow out. It's kind of got that mop head. Big hockey flow. I feel like he's kind of grown that hair out. Kind of rub it into his dad's face. Oh, Bruno Seminara. Yeah, he's a good one. I love talking to the Seminaires. You ever met Bruno Seminara? That guy just looks like he's been through a couple of world wars. Fired toward the net there by Litchard up off the stick of Richards, and it deflects out of play. 12:11 to go here in the opening period. Mudbugs Hockey Night is brought to you by Coors Light, made to chill. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. We'll talk to Brent Litchard, the Mudbugs captain. We apologize that interview got cut off. I had some technical difficulties on my recording device. And we were about 10 minutes into that bad boy, and we were just about to end it, but I didn't want to tell him to do it over. He was on a busy time schedule. You don't mess around with Brent Litchard's time schedule. Shot toward the net, blocked in front. Now far corner, played back up top, high slot. Patilla drive, blocked in front. Patilla holds his own, near half wall. Thrown toward the net, stick save made there by Goichi. Saw it the whole way. Puck spun, held in there by the Jacks, now played back out to center. Mudbugs without Foster Nickel with a lower body injury, and without Aiden Pewley, a healthy scratch this evening. We want to see Barrett and Viviano, a couple of fresh legs along the forwards. Mudbugs riding 13 forwards and 6D this evening as a loose puck is swallowed up there by Goich, and we'll hit our first break in the action. No score from the George. 11:22 to go in the opening period. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219 4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Welcome back in to George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. Mudbugs back in action next Friday night. Or check that, in 2 weeks from now. They will continue this 6-game homestand. They'll take on the Oklahoma Warriors. It'll be our kids' weekend, next generation weekend. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll be honoring the Mudbugs high school hockey team that took down the championship a couple of weekends ago. Well, they'll be honored. Lots of fun all weekend long. Oh, in front. Up off the stick there of Belsterling, and it deflects into the near corner. Now Martelli can't grab it, taken there by Deeb. On man rush. Deeb down low. Litchard waits. Oh, he tried to drop it in there to McKay, and it got snubbed out there by Martell. Boy, and Litchard was thinking maybe if I shot that puck, I could have sniped one in. I like the idea there by Litchard, but I wonder what the Mudbugs bench thought about it. I didn't mind it at all, actually, to be honest. Into the near corner. It's a great play if it's executed perfectly, and then you kind of doubt yourself if it doesn't work as the puck is bunkered back out to center. Almost the midway point of the opening period. Coach Soupy right on top of Carter McKay right now on that Mudbugs bench. He was steaming about something he saw in that last shift. Along the left side, and he's got the board out. Nobody can kill an Expo marker as fast as Coach Soupy. He's got that baby working right now. Now through the middle, over to Giosi. Giosi, left side, he'll work it in. Into the near corner. Shot toward the net, glove down there by Goich. It was going wide, but he wanted to hold on to it nonetheless on a shot there by Giosi. 9:41 remaining here in the opening period. Still scoreless from the George. Stick around for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. We'll tell you all about it. Don't drink the water. Try our margaritas today. Face-off one there by Fink. Rolled around the near side boards. Up off the stick of Akimov. Through the middle, Akimov. Intercepted there by Patilla. He'll pelt it up off the far side boards and in deep. Now off the stick of Akimov. Or check that, Earhart. And it is just dribbled in deep there by Richards. Now through the middle, worked right back out. Here comes Earhart working around now along the far corner. And he'll go ahead and wheel it in around the boards. Played up off the far side. The puck gassed back in to the Odessa zone. Shots 5-4 in favor of the Bugs right now. Played up ahead, left side. That's Piriselli. He'll power it in. Taken there by Adams. To the right side there to Hutchinson. Hutchinson through the middle off the stick of Akimov. And Coach Soupy really was not happy with Akimov last night, and he challenged him. And looks like a penalty's coming up. This one's going against the Mudbugs. And that's tough to take a penalty like that in the offensive zone. Earhart's going in. It's a tripping infraction. The Jacks, who had a power play goal last night, were 1 for 4. The power play overall for Odessa, not the best. They're 30th best at over 15%. Mudbugs, first choice personnel penalty kill has been up and down. They're still top 5 in the league, fifth best at over 87%. 8:20 to go here in the opening period. First power play for either team. Face off one there by the Jacks fired toward the net there by Lesprance. Gets blocked into the near corner. Now in down low. Played to the left point there to Patilla. Down low now to Larkey. Played back up top to Patilla. Now to the right point there to Lesprance. Right wing, wait, snapper! Blocked in front. And the puck is pitchforked back out to center. Good job there by McKay. Worked right back in there by Patilla. Broken up there by McKay over to Litchard. Litchard waits, going to kill us some time. Now Litchard takes a chance. Litchard toe drags it in deep into the far corner. Onto the stick, waiting, fired toward the net. Was Seminara, and he gets the netting. Boy, that was a great play design from Litchard, making something out of nothing there. 7:41 to go here in the opening period. Face-off will be in deep. The Odessa zone. Face-off to the right of Carped. Face-off one there by the Jacks. They have it. That's Hammer. Through the middle. Goes to the right side. There to Smith. Smith now will slip it in. Into the near corner. Hard check going down there is Pusateri. Now Murch is in there. Trying to just stick it along those walls. Worked out free there by Richmond. Over to Hammer. Hammer waits. He walks the line. Hammer through the bumper. Hammer dropped off now over to Smith. Smith now in near circle there to Belsterling. Gets blocked in front there by Murch. Now to the right point. Settle down now. Now far wing across over to Smith. Smith now down low. Fired toward the net. They score. Perfect feed to Belsterling along the left wing circle. And it's 1-0 Jackalopes. Another power play goal given up from the Bugs. Boy, great movement around the perimeter. And Odessa strikes again.
Odessa goal scored 13 minutes, 3 seconds of the first period. Number 18, Cohen Belsterling. Assist number 14, James Richmond.
And oh, shot toward the net, sticked away there by Goich. And worked right back out, up off the stick of Deeb. Through the middle, puck wristed in deep. Up in deep into the Odessa zone, 1-0 lead for Odessa hockey. Oh, in front, sticked away there by Carped. Now across toward the net, there by Lavecchio goes wide. Now right back in, here comes Giosi. Boy, it was a yawning net for Belsterling, and that's his second goal of this series. Belsterling from Richmond at 13:02, 5:40 remaining here in the opening period. Quick work from the Jacks on the man advantage. Now in front. Toward the net. That one got blocked in front. Now along the left side, that's Jacobs. He'll go ahead and jolt it in. Viviano. Played to the far side. Now through the middle. Here's Viviano. Little fresh legs for Coach Soupy. Coming in deep now. Viviano throws one toward the net. That one got deflected in front there by Patilla. So Odessa picking up where they left off last night. Led throughout the game last night. They have the early lead in this one. Patilla just yank it on back. Over to Thornton. Oh, takes a hard hit was Thornton. He got mopped up pretty good there by Fink. Here's Hammer working it in. Hammer dropped off, stolen away. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Earhard On over to Hutchinson, dropped off there to Fink. Fink now to Hutchinson, over to Akimov, who couldn't handle it cleanly. Into the near corner, and now Thornton across. Odessa's got numbers. They're kicking it in, fired toward the net. Stick save made there by Goich on a shot from the far half wall there by Hammer. 4:15 remaining here in the opening period. Here's Akimov, thrown down low, sticked away there by Karped. Bugs hold the zone. Here's Wise. To the top of the point there to Lavecchio. Dropped in down low, intercepted. Belsterling read it perfectly, and he gets taken down there by Boucher. We got a penalty. No, the puck deflects out of play, rather. Boucher now getting messed with from Richmond. The door opened up for the Bugs. Penalty box. Now tied up there is Martel, and Seminara, guess who, is right in there. I think you're just trying to get new pucks. That door did open on the Mudbug side. I think that was premature. .357 remaining here in the opening period. Face off to the right of Karped. We skate on 5-on-5. Over to Martel. Martel, throws it around to the far corner there for Barry. Right side, up through the middle, there to Martel. Martel gains his own, dropped off now, left side there to Richmond. Richmond near half wall, gets snubbed into the boards. Now a tie-up between Richmond and his man. That one got a little frisky. Now in down low behind the Bugs net. That's Litchard. Dropped off there to Murch. He'll twist it up ahead, far side there to Pusateri. Pusateri now works it up ahead. 2-on-2 if they hurry. And they had Deeb, who beat the D. Just could not get the puck over to him. Was McKay. Worked right back out. Here's Odessa. They'll gas it back in. There by Smith. Richmond in deep into the near corner. The puck now just thumped back out to center. Piriselli, far side. Up off the far side boards and swindled back in there by Hammer. Looks like a delayed offsides for Odessa, and the Bugs want to slow this game down. This one called over by the bench. Up ahead now to the right side there to Ryan Barrett. Barrett now gains his own right side. He comes in too early. Cohen Belsterling's 18th goal of the year from Richmond at 13:02 is the only blemish on the board. Shots on goal right now in favor of Odessa, 7-6, as they have the early 1-0 edge. Face off near Odessa blue line. Tied up and won there by Larkey. Up off the stick of Piriselli. Taken there by Wise. Now toward the net. That one fought off there by Karped. With 2:27 to go in the opening period. Face off left wing circle. One there by the Bugs. Left point. Wise will wiggle it in down low. Up off the stick of Thornton. That one trying to grab it was Earhart, and he lost his stick. Now he's just sliding over to create a little bit of an obstacle for the Jackalopes. Lavecchio throws a missile toward the net. And it is stopped there by Karped. A break in the action. 2:06 to go. Face-off won there by the Jacks, right side. Puck slid in deep there for Jacobs to grab. In down low, into the Shreveport zone. Boy, this is going to be an uphill climb for the Bugs. And it has been like that all weekend right now. It's really been like that the last couple of weekends. Nothing has come easy for this team. Into the near corner. Down low, Murch. Fighting for toward the net. Save made there by Carpenter. Another save. Right in front. There was a maul job. Now pushing and shoving. Seminara wanted to fight. He was trying to get to the net along the far side. We play on. Up off the stick of Murch. Seminara wanted to go. Thornton said, no, I'm good. Hutchinson up off the stick. Now of Arrington. And now we got a whistle. It's like the net's off its mooring for a break in the action. 1:07 to go here in the opening period. Looks like a penalty's coming up. Mudbugs will get their first power play of the night. Mudbugs came up empty on the man advantage last night. They're 11th best in the league at over 19%. Odessa's penalty kill 29th, just over 78%. Scott Powerline power play on the ice for the Bugs. 1-0 lead for Jacks hockey. Face-off won there by the Bugs. They have it. Deeb into the near corner, gets hit hard, played around the far side boards, and poked at up ahead. Here's a chance. Turnaround is Tavere. Tavere now toward the net. As now worked in deep, McKay intercepted. Good work there by Larkey. Larkey now pinned up into that near half wall. 40 seconds left in the period. Boy, great work from Larkey. And worked out there by Murch. Boy, just a grinding type of effort from the Jacks there. Here come the Bugs. Work it in deep. Good stick handling. Here comes Deep toward the net. Glove save there by Carfed. Somebody went down behind the Bugs net. Or rather the Jacks net. He's all right. That's Akima. Or rather, that's Parichka. 21 seconds remaining here in the opening period. This power play will carry on over into the second period if we continue. Jacobs gets kicked. Face-off tied up. Jasser thrown in front, up off the stick, covered up there by Carfed. It went under the skate, or deflected up off the skate of Jacobs, and then toward the Jacks net and alertly covered up there by Carfed, who's been very impressive in this game and in this series, really. You talk to Scott Durr, he just loves this young man from Sweden. 9 seconds left to go in the period, and now taken, and the puck flipped back out to center. Mudbugs have a chance if they hurry, and they're just going to let it wind down, and Wise will whack it in, and that'll do it. The Jacks with the only goal of the period. It belongs to Belsterling. It was his 18th at 13:02, and that's where we stand from Richmond. Shots on goal, 9-7 in favor of the Bugs. The score after one period of play, it is the Jacks 1, the Bugs nothing. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case, or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. Talking to one of my favorites, the Mudbugs captain, Brent Litchard. Litchy, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you taking the time.
Yep, thanks for having me, Chet.
Talk about this year. You know, you can't say it as a whole because we're not done yet, but this is your third year. This is your final year. Talk about this year compared to the last 2 years, just kind of in a nutshell, how it's been going for you so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. I'm now, an age-out player compared to, an 18-year-old rookie 2 years ago. So it's just more opportunities for me, and have a leadership role this year. So, I mean, that's been different for me a little bit, just because, I guess last year I was in a little bit of a leadership role, but my first year not as much. So I think that's just been the biggest difference, is just kind of maturing and helping mentor the younger guys, and just ultimately just trying to soak it all in, as, this is my last year here.
You have a career high as a Mudbug in goals. Talk about what about your game has improved this year compared to the last two, and being able to score, which Coach Soupy would even label you not as a primary goal scorer, but you've been that this year, been able to score some big goals for this team so far.
Yeah, I think it's just a confidence thing, really. I mean, last year I felt like I should have had a handful more goals. It wasn't like I wasn't getting the chances. I just I was hitting the post a lot, or we couldn't beat the goalie, and it was kind of frustrating. And I think when that's happening to you, your confidence kind of diminishes a little bit. And I think it's important to have a good start to the year, which I felt I had at the beginning of this year, and I've had a couple of slumps, and it's always a bumpy road. But I think when you get off to a good start and kind of develop some consistency, that confidence comes with it. So I think that's honestly the biggest thing, is just the confidence this year compared to last year and the year prior.
Are you surprised that a former line mate of yours talks to me pretty regularly about how you never really scored on his line when you guys were together? That one, Ryan Burke, Mudbugs leader, of course, had the single season point record last year, and he said he had to do it without your help, and he wasn't happy about that. But talk about, do you keep in touch with Berkey at all? Because, I mean, he's a big piece last year, and he loves to, get on your butt this year.
Yeah, I keep in touch with him, as well as a handful of other guys from years prior. We all kind of keep tabs and check in on each other. But no, I mean, about what you're saying, I honestly agree with you, as much as I don't want to, especially playing with a player like him, I mean, I felt like, if I was open, he was going to find me. Even if there was a guy or a stick or a couple sticks in a lane, the puck would always end up on my stick somehow. And feel bad that I never got to, do him a couple favors and score more goals than what I did. But it was all in good fun. I mean, I feel I set him up a few times too. It's just the only difference was he usually buried them. So I was grateful for that. But I mean, he's not wrong about that.
And it kind of leads me to my next question. He's had a lot of success in Oswego throughout his first year. We've seen the accolades. Thinking about next year, college, this being your final year, like you said, your age year, where are you at in that process? And I'm sure that's a little stressful thinking about what the next step is for hockey.
Yeah, it's kind of up in the air for me a little bit. Obviously, school's really important to me. I love hockey. Still, obviously, trying to work for the Division I opportunity. If it doesn't come, I'm still thinking I could play Division III somewhere. But a part of me also wants to focus on school, and I have other things I like doing that I could spend time on doing that I haven't been able to do as much just because of hockey. I've sacrificed that time, so. It's kind of up in the air, like you said. It is a little bit stressful thinking about it because you got one person telling you one thing and another person telling you another, and I feel a certain way about it too. So it's a process for sure, and I still have a little bit of time to think about it. But I'm kind of in a bind with that a little bit.
It's fun. It's interesting. The first thing you mentioned was getting an education and stuff. Do you know what you want to study?
Yeah. So I've had a hard time kind of thinking about this in the past few years, longer than that, honestly. I've never had something that jumped out to me. The one thing that always has interested me more than anything else is engineering, mechanical engineering in particular. My brother did it, my dad did it. Now the only thing that was kind of holding me back from that is, if I was playing hockey in college, it's obviously a pretty tough major and it's pretty demanding, so balancing that and hockey always kind of didn't seem that realistic to me. It's obviously doable, but if I'm going to be doing both, then I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to do. But I'm thinking that if this is it for me, and for whatever reason I'm just focused on school next year, I think I'm leaning towards that.
We're talking to Mudbugs captain Brent Litchard here on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. A couple of weeks ago, you got to go home, spend time with your family. You talked about your brother and your dad. Talk about what that was like to be able to go home from the Colorado Great Series and be able to spend some time with the loved ones.
Yeah, it was great. Felt like we needed a break, just kind of mentally reset, physically reset, and just kind of get ready for the final push. But no, it was good to be home. Like you said, see family, friends. My parents and my brother were both working for the most part, so I only really got to see them in the later half of the day. But it was still good to catch up with them and be home, see my dogs, see my girlfriend. So it was all good.
Any hunting over there? Because I know you're a big hunter.
Nothing actually being hunted. Some preparations for next hunting season. Just kind of out managing the property and moving some things around, and just stuff of that nature, and a couple trips to the archery shop, working on my bow and getting that dialed in. So just that for the most part. No hunting.
I have to ask, are you disappointed about the size of the bag? Because it was a pretty big one that Drew Lewis gave me of the of deer meat and hog meat that actually was owned by you, was killed by you.
Yeah, I was going to say if he was the one killing it, I'd have no issue with him giving that much away. But I've been the one doing it this year. I mean, that's all in good fun, though. He's obviously super busy with work, so I'm okay with sharing. It's all a joke, but yeah, I'm happy you got some. It's kind of what's cool about it is sharing that with other people. A lot of other people don't really realize how good it is. So I'm glad that you appreciate it, and if you appreciate it, we're happy giving it to you.
I very much thank you, because this has been kind of an ongoing couple of seasons with you as far as my relationship with you as a broadcaster to a player. Am I the most chirped individual in the locker room as far as your perspective? Because I feel like you give me a hard time every time I'm around, and I think I dole it right back at you.
Yeah, I mean that's why I think I like chirping you so much, is because I know you're not afraid to dish it back, and sometimes it gets to me, Chet, and you're pretty good at it. But yeah, I think that's fair to say. I definitely think come at you the most. You're a little bit of an easy target, but you do a good job defending yourself.
If there was a player that was an easy target to chirp, is there a guy that's even close to the amount of chirping you do on me?
No, I mean there maybe a little bit. I think Bush is an easy guy to give crap to, just because he doesn't take it well. He gets all mad about it.
A little messy.
Yeah, it just kind of it makes you almost want to do it more a little bit. But he's the same way. He gives it right back. But yeah, I mean he doesn't take it great. So I think that's why it makes him a little bit of an easier target.
I know a guy who doesn't take it great either is Kyan Haldenby, because I know guys like to chirp a little bit. He's just kind of got the pretty boy, highly skilled player, and you're going to be missing his services for quite a while. But the one question I had for you is, you guys had to play without him in the last playoff series against Lone Star. You guys had to play without him for about a month when he was serving his upper body injury. Does that, I know it's never easy losing a player of his caliber, but does that maybe make it a little bit easier, and to know what how you're gonna have to adjust without him on the ice with you?
Yeah, I mean I think we've dealt with it all season with just players not being in the lineup, and I think our team has always responded good to it. So, like you said, we've kind of have some experience with it from this season, even dating back to last year. So, it just gives other guys more of an opportunity too, and usually, especially this time of the year, kind of forced to make the most of it. So, as much as it does hurt to lose a player like Kyan, it's a great opportunity for the other guys, and I think they're going to do a great job, and we should be fine.
Not taking in the account of Haldenby's injury, do you feel that this squad is better than the last 2 years you were with?
I think we this year have grown more over the course of the year than we have in the past. I think is a really good sign for a team that's trending in the right direction, and a team that's capable of winning steps back. But I think there has been times where we've maybe took a few steps back, but I think once.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter, like a child custody case, or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Hey Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team, and we help families score big across the generations.
All right, what did you got yours down? He says Pelican. Elliot, what did you say? What's that? Brown Pelican? Well, I'll take your word for it. I believe they were both going to go with Pelican. That's a point for both. You're in the lead, 2-1. Number 3. This one's getting tricky What is our state's NBA team? Our state's NBA team. No clue on that one, Elliot. You've already wrote this down once already. Go ahead, Sean, you wrote it down correctly. Pelicans and go Z. Pelicans, you're now in the lead. Now, don't worry, Elliot, there's a bonus question at the end of this, so you have a chance. Final question, what is our state capital? And no, it ain't Bossier. It ain't. Here we go, Elliot. What do you think it is, my friend? Our state capital. Here we go. What did you write down, my friend? He wrote Baton Rouge. Red stick. That is correct. What'd you write down, Elliot? He said he can't spell it, but you were going to say Baton Rouge, right? I agree. We'll give you the point, my friend. Here we go. This question is worth 5 points. Anyone can win. What is our state nickname? Florida is the Sunshine State. What would Louisiana be? I love our lovely camera operator tried to give Elliot the answer, and she was very much incorrect. Unfortunately, we are out of time. What did you write down? The Boot. I think that would be our unofficial state nickname. Elliot, do you have any guesses at all? It would be officially the Pelican State, my friend. It is Love in Louisiana weekend with the Shreveport Mudbugs. And of course, Bucks fans, please give it up to these two contestants. Job well done, my friends. All right, Mudbug fans, right now we gotta get this crowd pumped up heading into the second period. To do that, I need help from my friends, Claw and Little Bugger. And of course, my friends at Express Car Wash. Ladies and gentlemen, Little Bugger and Claw, it's time to ride the wave. With Express Car Wash, we're going to do the wave all around Georgia's Pond right now, starting with Section R. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, go! Ride that wave, Georgia's Pond, all the way around. Ladies and gentlemen, back for second period hockey action. Your hometown Shreveport Mudbugs.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. 1-0 in favor of the Jackalopes. Second period coming up, and it's brought to you by DeFata and Associates, Investigative and Risk Analysis Services. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to defatapi.com. Mudbugs out shooting the Jacks 9-7, but boy, they have had a tough time all weekend finding goals. Elsewhere in the South Division, Colorado on top of New Mexico, 2-1. And that is a final, rather. The Grit beat the Ice Wolves 2-1 in overtime. The Wolves get a point, but the Grit get 2 points. That's big because now they are 2 points ahead of the Jackalopes for that 6th and final playoff spot. Elsewhere in the South, the Brahmas and the Wranglers tied 1-1 after one from Amarillo. The Warriors and the Rhinos still scoreless. That game just about early in the first period, rather. We're underway here in the second. Shot from the right wing gets blocked. Mudbugs on the power play for 40 more seconds. Back the other way. Here come the Jacks. Along to the left side. Worked in. That's Taver. In down low into the near corner. Hard check there from Taver. And now taken there by Larkey. Penalty coming up to the Mudbugs. We'll get the call. This isn't good. McKay's going in. It's a slashing call. Man, we will have 4-on-4 hockey for the next 18 seconds. Face off to the left of Goich. The trials and tribulations continue for Mudbugs hockey. Down 1-0 in this game, early stages of the second. That one deflects on net, covered up there by Goich. And it's really kind of been the talk of the town. Kind of where does this Mudbug team kind of rank up to the two championship teams that won the Robertson Cup? One, of course, in 2017, 2018, one in 2020, 2021. It's tough making those comparisons because, of course, it's a different personnel, but you feel like they have the firepower, of course, minus Kyan Haldenby, who's a big, big loss to this team. Of course, Liam Fleet as well on that blue line. Both are out for a significant amount of time. Fleet, of course, done for the season. Here's a chance. There, Barparichka, and he airmails it wide and high. Yeah, of course, Kyan Haldenby, he could come back. If the Mudbugs advance to the Robertson Cup Championship, there would be a time frame that could find him coming back, but that is just a chance. And now a penalty coming up. This one's a tripping infraction on Smith. So that'll wipe out the abbreviated Jacks power play, and we'll have 4-on-4 hockey yet again. Face-off won there by the Jacks. 4-on-4 hockey. Thrown up the middle, a little open ice for both teams to work with. Here's Patilla working it in. Fired toward the net from the far corner. Is swallowed up there by Goich, and he will hold on to it. Smith in the box for tripping. Just about 30 seconds after McKay's slashing infraction. $1:16 gone by here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second period. Face off left wing circle. One there by the Bugs. Far corner, Fink. Drops it off through the middle. Little room to run here for Pusateri. He'll go ahead and churn it in. Into the near corner. Taken there by Hammer. Hammer now through the middle there to Belsterling. Or check that, that was Patilla. Now blocked, left point, Patilla. Dropped off, tripped up there was Hammer into the far corner. Now down in deep, Barry behind the net, held up a little bit. Now a tie up into that far corner. A minute remaining of 4-on-4 hockey, and then the Mudbugs will go on an abbreviated power play. Behind the Bugs net, Mudbugs want to slow it down a little bit. Now they'll drop it off with a little burst of speed. Here comes Fink, left side. He works it in, a little space, fired toward the net. Boy, Odessa gave him some time and space. That one slung on wide of the Jacks net. Worked right back into the neutral zone. Here's Taver. He fans on it, now poked at there by Deeb. Deeb skates in, Deeb through the middle, wrists one toward the net. Right pad save made there by Carped. Deeb was held on to a little bit. That Mudbugs bench wanted a call. Now an abbreviated power play. Deeb fired toward the net there by Lavecchio. He didn't get much on it, he broke his stick. Along to that far corner. Now chopped at. High point, here's Deeb. Dropped off there, Deeb over to Litchard, near corner. Penalty about to come to an end, it does. Out of the box, fired toward the net, tough angle, they score! It's Litchard! From an impossible angle, it went through the pads of Carped and into the net. And we're all tied 1-1 early here in the second. Just as the power play was expiring, Litchard ties the game. And the crowd finally gets into this one.
Shreveport, Louisiana, it is time now to get loud. If you love that goal and you want more goals, give me a big woo!
Those are the ones that could get in Carped's head. And we are all even 1-1. Sometimes you need to get a bounce like that. It's Litchard's 18th from McKay at 3:05. Boy, and that one just snuck through. Face off one there by the Jacks. Taken away there by Drury. Here comes Drury toward the net. Glove down there by Carped. And he will cover it up for a face-off.
Number 14, Brent Litchard. Assist number 22, Carter McKay. Heads up, Bugs fans, we seem to have a lost purse and or wallet. If you come across it, please take it to the slot.
Face-off, left wing circle. 1-1 game. Into the far corner now. Thornton tied up his man. Boy, a little frustrated along that far side. There was Jasser. He was getting a little feisty. Now onto the stick of Jasser, who takes a hard hit there by Thornton. Shot toward the net. That one hodgepodged wide on a shot there by Barrett. And looks like we got a stanchion that came loose. And we'll take a break. 1-1 is the score. 16-16 remaining in the second. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. 16-16 remaining. If you want to bid on one of these player jerseys, and they are awesome. Purple and gold with the purple numberings and letterings along the backside. Stick around after the game. Go to our player tunnel around that section, and we will have those auctions going on. Try to bid on one of these bad boys. They look good. 1-1 score, another good game, a close one. Ooh, hard hit as Richmond just kind of runs over Hutchinson. Or check that was Adams. Near side there to Boucher. Kind of fought the puck a little bit. Gets it up off the stick of Parichka, and it deflects out of play. A reminder, Mudbugs fans, you can save time and get the best savings on Mudbugs hockey home game tickets. Stop by your local Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy for every Mudbugs hockey home game. Mudbugs back at home in 2 weeks from now, March 28th and 29th. They will take on the Oklahoma Warriors. 7-11 puck drops. It'll be our kids' weekend. You can also get those tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Now Akimov gets taken down into the near corner. And the puck now is jabbed at there by Murray all the way down. Good soft clear there by the Jacks. 4.5 gone by in the second period. And that one now gets the netting as Lesperance and the Jacks created a turnover. They made something out of nothing there. And this faceoff will stay in the Mudbug zone. Face off to the left of Goich. Face off tied up one there by the Jacks. And deflects back out to center. Look out. A rocket into the crowd there by Barry. And that one came in with some steam. Good looking crowd here at George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. Face off one there by the Bugs. Litchard, who's got the only goal for the Bugs, up ahead. There to Deeb. Tried the old give and go. It rolls in front. And taken out of trouble there by Taver. Tavar will go ahead and grab it and filter it back in behind the Bugs net. Now up ahead, right side. Little pass deflected into the near corner. Deep can't grab it along the end boards. Thornton on to the stick of McKay. And now along the right side, the puck is just chipped back out to center there by Thornton. Up ahead there to McKay. McKay coming in deep. Dropped in down the middle of the ice, and it's snubbed out there by Tavar. Up off the stick of Larkey, and in deep it goes into the Mudbug zone. Wholesale line change for both teams. Got a 1-1 contest. A lot different tune than it was last night. Slung a pass all the way down. It's going to be icing on the Bugs, and that's got to agonize Coach Soupy. He wanted a touch-up on that puck. Just could not get a stick in front of that play. And we get a break in the action. Face off one there by the Jacks. Shot toward the net, blocked in front. Up around that far side. And now Adams around that right side. Deflects back out to center. Grabbed there by Barrett. Now handcuffed Hutchinson a bit, so he will take it all the way back behind his own net. He gave it away. The Jacks steal it. And now taken there by Barrett around that right side. Pass too far there for Jasser, and oh, it's an icing. Jasser thought he touched it. That was what he was arguing about. And another unfortunate break goes against the Mudbugs. Face off to the right of Goich. Face off one there by the Bugs. Belsterling got in the way of Goich, and Goich kind of shoved him out of his crease. Now Jasser kind of lugs it in and gets smushed up into the boards and taken back out here by Smith, right side. He'll go ahead and soccer it in to the far corner. There for Belsterling. He's got the goal for the Jacks. Up off the near side boards, Barry takes an awkward bounce. Oh, it kicked around, rebound, hit the post. Oh my. An awkward bounce, and now pushing and shoving behind the Bugs net, and now we got a tie-up. Looked like the helmet came off on Martell. Fired toward the net, save made, rebound chance. There was looked like there was a hook. Scott Durr yelling for a call back the other way on the Odessa bench. Lots happened. Mudbugs dodge a huge bullet. Into the near corner. 12:20 to go here in the second. 1-1 game. Belsterling in there. Boy, a live bounce off the boards almost gave Odessa a gift goal. Now worked out free. Parichka off the stick of Murch, and it comes out of the zone. Murch tried to hold it in. It was close. Big hello to the Murches. Tuning in tonight from New Hampshire. Hope they're doing well. Not seen those fine folks in a while. I remember these things. I remember when I haven't seen player families in a while. I enjoy seeing them, meeting them, talking to them, reconnecting with them, and of course sharing stories with them. Hope they're doing well. What a year Seth Murch has had. He's been such a big piece to this team's success. Face off one there by the Bugs. They have it. Murch comes in. Dropped it off there to Akimov. Now with a Fink. Fink flanks one toward the net. It got the glass. Hard check. And Murch is okay, luckily, along that left side. He took a hip check, and that was a tough one. Right back in. Here comes Odessa. Hammer will just drift it in behind the Bugs net. Awkward pass. Shot toward the net. Tipped in front. Rebound chance. He tucked it wide. Now a bank. Aru attempt there by Hammer, and it went wide. Another shot toward the net. Blocked in front. Down goes Earhart. Now they're tied up. Looks like a penalty's coming up. And now they got to signal what's going to happen here. Patilla thought he was held up by Earhart, and that's what Scott Durr and the Odessa bench is wondering. And now Murch coming after LaSprance. That one got ugly. That's what Odessa is complaining. Belstern's like, look, dude, he was scissored up. That's why there was a lot going on there with 11:14 to go here in the second. The Mudbugs go back on the power play. 11:14 to go in the second. The game is tied 1-1. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into George's Pond and Hearst Coliseum. The Mudbugs are back on the power play. Their third power play of the night. Brent Litchard has tied the game up at 3:05 with the second from McKay. His 18th goal of the year. We were tied 1-1, and now a big opportunity here. in the box. And they're trying to figure out what the call is on Patilla. There was a lot going on along that Mudbugs blue line between Patilla and Earhart. And I'm not going to say Earhart was totally innocent, but looked like Earhart took the most brutal blow of it. As we honor our hometown hero with a standing ovation here at George's Pond in Hurst Coliseum. What a great crowd yet again tonight at George's Pond in Hurst Coliseum. Patilla in for roughing. Mudbugs on the power play. Hard hit. Held in there. Right point across there to Deeb. Deeb over to Murch. Murch now will swing it into that far corner, and now the puck deflects out of play. That one got a stick. "14 seconds gone by on Patilla's roughing infraction. Face off to the left of Carfed. One there by the Bugs. They'll go ahead and shake it into the near corner, taken there by Deeb. Played back to the point. Murch across, right wing. Litchard smokes one toward the net. It got the glass. Held in there by Deeb. Deeb into the near corner. Played out free up off the far side boards. It'll bounce back out to center. Litchard will drift on back, drop it off there to Murch. Murch up off the stick of Deeb through the middle. Deeb works it in. Not cleanly along the left point, but in deep into the near corner. And now Litchard, high slot. Oh, good move there by Jacobs. Just to stay with that puck, block it off now. Taken down. There was Tavar. Tavar steals it. And now a good steal right back there by Litchard. Up ahead to the left side. Here's Deeb. Coming through, broken up. And taken there by Barry. And Barry will go ahead and bang it back out to center. 2-on-1. Here's Larkey down in front. Tripped up there. Good tie up as Tavar came through the middle. Now through the middle. Here's Jasser. Jasser coming in. Jasser behind the Odessa net. He'll work it around the clock. Play back up top there to Hutchinson. Hutchinson near wing shot. And it went wide. And now Fink into the far corner. Some space. Down low there to Earhart. Back to Fink. Fink now 18 seconds to go on the man advantage. And now right wing shot. Oh, that got a piece, I believe, of Barry, and it deflected just off the Odessa net. Scott Powerline power play. 5 more seconds left in it. Up off the stick, and the puck is dumped all the way down there by Tavar, and that'll do it. Mudbugs were 0 for 3 last night on the man advantage. They're 0 for 3 tonight. We stay tied, 1 apiece. Lavecchio thrown around the far side boards, held in there by Richmond, and Richmond gets bumped off the puck. All right, back in. Here comes Boucher. Burst of speed in down low, up off the stick of Seminara. Into the far corner. Seminara gets taken down. Into the right point. Shot toward the net. Taken and covered up there by Carfed. Oh, and a right hook there by Boucher on Doyle. And that's it. Boucher's going in. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get rid of all that kind of type of rough housing. And I know Coach Soupy doesn't like it, but they got to even it up. Now they penalize Patilla, and they're going to do the same for Boucher. First choice personnel penalty kill. Back on the ice. One game, 8:43 to go. Here in the second. Boucher in for slashing. Grabbed there by Richmond. Into the near side. Now Pusateri grabs it. Pusateri will go ahead and fire it all the way down. Played there by Carfed. And grabbed there by Belsterling, who's got the only goal for Odessa, and they want to reset things. This is the long change for both teams. You really like to take advantage of these opportunities. Hammer dances his way in to the left side. He'll go ahead and bank it in. Taking hard hit there. Murch tries to hold that board. Now played back up top to the right point. There to Richmond. Richmond, right point. In down low there to Giosi. Now down low. Right wing. Richmond a shot blocked in front there by Murch. Now Smith back to Richmond. Richmond played back up top there to Hammer. Hammer through the bumper. He looks back over to Belsterling, and he belted it wide. And it ricochets all the way down to a minute remaining on the Scott Powerline power play. We're deadlocked at 1. Both teams looking for 2 points tonight. Along the right side, they need it to jockey themselves for positioning. Wrap shot toward the net there by Jacobs, and it got blocked in front. Odessa playing for their playoff lives. The Mudbugs looking for that first round bye. Lesperance throws a laser beam wide. Left point in, down low. Tavar, shot toward the net, and he whistled it wide. Lesperance in down low. Behind the Mudbugs net, taken there by Pusateri. He'll pump it up off the far side. Boards held in there. And now on the secondary attempt, Pusateri banked up ahead. Here's McKay toward the net. Pad save made there by Carped. McKay was kind of camping out along the opposing blue line and almost got a gift. Right back the other way. Penalty comes to an end. 5-on-5. Here's Larkey. High slot, Lesperance. Surprised there by Boucher. Taken there by Seminara. Here's Seminara. Whacks one toward the net. In and out of the glove of Carpet, and he'll cover it up. With 6:28 to go here in the second. Stick around for the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. We will be talking to Logan Haru, who's still in the building, had his flight delayed. So he's going to hang out with us for another game. Far side, over to Martell. And that one goes through the middle. Up ahead, intercepted there by Smith. Right back onside, here comes Odessa, intercepted now, taken there by Viviano. Left side there to Seminara. Seminara, stick tied up. Seminara stays with it. Threw it through the middle and taken away there by Belsterling. Belsterling fights for it, left side, in down low, up off the stick of Belsterling, and it's taken there by Adams. Less than 6 to go here in the second. Up off the far side boards. Taken there by Barry. Barry bombs one toward the net. And he got the glass. And now broken up. Oh, and a takedown there from Boucher and Richmond, and we got a whistle. Looks like a penalty's coming up. I think it's going against Richmond. Maybe both of them. It's going to be both of them. They both got tied up. Boy, and Boucher having a tough time staying out of the box tonight. He's right back in there. Boucher now with some heated words toward Richmond's direction. Boucher still going at it. Boy, that one looked quite vicious. The way those two got tied up. With 5:37 to go in the second. Scott Durr is upset about something. He looked up at that scoreboard. Oh, he wants that draw down there. That's what he's saying. Why is the face-off draw in deep in the Odessa zone? That's what he was pleading for, and now he brings the official in. Oh, wait a minute. Did they add a 2-minute on Richmond? Looks like they did. This is confusing now. No, they didn't. Boucher and Tavar are both in. Boucher in for holding. Tavar in for tripping, and now they're adding a penalty to the Jacks. Oh, my. Oh, my. Looks like a penalty. A power play's coming up. Murray's in the box as well. 5:37 to go here in the second. Mudbugs back on the man advantage. Face off one. There by the Bugs. Oh, and an errant pass. Deflects back out to center. Boucher in for holding. Tavar in for tripping. We don't know what Murray's in. Fire toward the net. Save made. Rebound chance. Glove save and a beauty. There by Carped. He robbed Litchard right in front to keep us tied 1-1. Just a spectacular stop at a most critical time by Carped. Oh, Litchard can't believe it, and neither do I. Just a humongous stop made there by the Swedish netminder. Oh, it's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Odessa. That's why Scott Durr was vehemently upset. One there by Tavar. Tavar will lug it back out. Tavar short-handed. Toward the net is Tavar. Save made there by Goich. He'll drop it and keep play going. Oh, no, they whistled it down. Goich tried to get rid of it as fast as he could. Face-off right wing circle, one there by the Bugs. $1:20 remaining on the Scott power line power play, their fourth of the night. Drifted on back there to Murch. Murch gains the blue line, right side. He'll go ahead and roulette wheel this baby into the near corner. There to McKay. Down low there to Parichka. Parichka to the left point there to Murch. Right point there to Deeb. Deeb had trouble handling it. Now on the far side there to Tavar. And Tavar has it far side and swatted in there by Thornton. 45 seconds remaining on the Scott power line power play. Worked in through the middle. Along the left side. To the right point now, top of the point. Litchard spins one toward the net, it gets blocked. Litchard behind the Jacks net. Played across deep, smacks one toward the net, fought off there by Carped. Oh, Carped with a couple of big saves to keep us tied 1-1. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Right back in, here comes Deeb. Deeb coming in, right wing shot, blocked in front. And now along the near side, the penalty is over. Murray's back onto the ice. Here's Litchard toward the net. Save made, rebound. They score! It's Earhard. Drew Duke drops the nuke. And the Mudbugs have their first lead of the weekend. 2-1. Right in front on the rebound. Earhard pokes it home. And for the first time this weekend, the Mudbugs have the lead. Just as the penalty was expiring, Litchard will get the primary helper. He made the play happen. Boy, how big that goal must feel for Mudbugs hockey. Duke Earhart providing thrills when the Mudbugs need it most. Now a tough angle shot save made there by Carped.
And 16 minutes, 28 seconds of the second period. Mudbugs goal scored by.
Now right in front. Here come the Jacks. Up off the stick of Patilla. Back out to center. Litchard will get the only helper, his second point of the evening. Now left point shot toward the net, deflected down into the far corner. Lesperance, 2:50 to go here in the second. 2-1 lead for Bugs hockey. Into that far corner. Fired toward the net. Glove save made there by Goich. He had to glove it down and navigate it. Mudbugs now out shooting the Jacks 20-13. Mudbugs 5-2 against the Jacks this season. Boy, the Jacks keep fighting. Now right back. Here come the Bugs. Into the near corner. That was McKay. Right back out to center. Fink. Into the far side there to Hutchinson. Like I said, if the Mudbugs want any kind of realistic hope of catching the Ice Rays, they're going to have to win tonight. Now through the slot. Shot toward the net. Hit the post. Oh, Akimov put everything on it. It might have clanked some iron. It might have hit a body on its way through as well. That might have brought the house down. Now along the far side. Pass right back into the Mudbug zone. Now cue ball back out to center. Left side, the puck sprung back in to the Mudbug zone there by Martel. Now right side up ahead onto the stick of Parichka. On now with a Boucher, and he got a stick tied up there by Barry. Now along the far corner, they pushed Boucher off that lane. Now Larkey. Oh, a check along the back. Boucher now in front, feeds Parichka. Now Murch waits. Near wing shot blockered away there by Carped. Down to a $1.05 remaining in the second. 2-1 lead for Bugs hockey. Now a shot there by Murch from a near angle. Sticked away there by Carped. And down low into the near corner. Seminara fighting for it. Taken there by Deeb. Deeb works it back to the point. Held in there by Litchard. The puck now just flung back out to center. Now Murch through the middle. There to Deeb. Deeb, toe drag. Deeb in front. Save made there by Carped. He fed his man in front. That was, I believe, McKay who crashed the net. Litchard was there as well. They just could not poke it home on the rebound. 25 seconds remaining here in the second period. 5-on-5 we skate. 2-1 lead for Bugs hockey. In front, toward the net, they score! Oh no, they're gonna wave it off! Are they waving it off? Yeah, they're gonna wave it off. I think they're saying it's a kicking motion. No, it's a good goal. I think they just waved it off. Boy, off the initial faceoff win, Litchard got it toward the net, then they initially, well, the horn blew and then they waved it off. Litchard was arguing. Edling now skating on over in between the benches. Boy, the official was there to wave it off. And now they're saying it's a good goal. Mudbugs 3, the Jacks 1 upon a brief review, and now I think Odessa wants to know if they can review this. I don't think they can. Boy, that is awkward, because the official was there to wave it off, and then upon a lengthy discussion, he says, yep, it's good. At 19:36, the Mudbugs get a late period goal of their own. They gave up a couple last night, and they're happy to deliver a punch tonight. I believe it's Litchard's goal. McKay was there as well. We'll see who gets the credit for the goal. Now right side, up off the stick of Richards, in deep. It's going to be McKay's. It was probably his most. And boy, what a night for Brent Litchard. He's got a goal and 2 assists. As that one dribbled toward the net, it goes wide of the Bugs net. So the Mudbugs score 3 times in the second. McKay's 11th from Litchard to cap off a dynamite second period. The Mudbugs 3, the Jacks 1. Stick around for the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. Special treat for us as we're joined by, I can call it former Mudbugs leader, 3 years as a Mudbug, now Ferris State blue liner, Logan Haru. Hero, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on, Chad. I'm really happy to be back here. Thanks for interviewing me.
You know, you were kind of iffy on if you were going to make the trip. I guess things worked out, and so that's nice to kind of say.
Well, I mean, they worked out, but they didn't really work out because we lost in playoffs, so I was able to come down. I wish, like, as much as happy as I am to be here, I wish we would have won, obviously. But, it was a good season for us. We had some ups and downs, but overall, for me personally, it was a pretty good start. As a freshman this year, I was able to play. I only missed 4 games the entire year, which for a freshman's pretty good. So I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of a trouble coming down because if I wanted to fly back Sunday, it was $300 more expensive, so I can only stay until Saturday. So I can only catch 1 game, unfortunately. But I'm happy to be here.
Talk about the biggest difference. Like, you talked about your Ferris State days and your year. Talk about how it's been different than, the 3 years you put with the Bugs in the North American Hockey League.
It's definitely a different style of play. It's faster. It's still physical, but it's a different type of physicality. Everything's a little more crisp, a little more on the point. Morgie put it perfectly. He told me this last year. Coach Morgie said that you're going to spend half your first year in the penalty box. That definitely turned out true. It's a little tough to adjust in that sense. Can't do the same things I used to do. But yeah, I would just say like the speed is definitely a factor. And if you take any shift off, you're going to get burnt. Someone's going to go by you. Like the speed is just it's very good. It's very good in college.
And to go back to school, I mean, that's not something you've done in a long time. What are you studying, and how's it going back to classes?
It's been an adjustment. I'm studying finance right now.
Okay, it's a little tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's just my first year, so I'm getting most of the prereqs out of the way right now. But, I mean, I do enjoy it. I enjoy business. I enjoy the finance route that I'm on right now. I'm in, I think, 3 out of my 5 classes right now are in finance. I'm in, like, geology, just as, like, a prereq, for fun. But I do enjoy finance. It's a lot of fun. School, I've always been pretty good in school, so it hasn't been that hard of an adjustment. But it's definitely different when here I'm used to going home, playing Xbox, watching a movie, chilling out. I get back from practice, I have class, I have homework, I got to study for a test. There's a lot more responsibilities, but it's been fun. I do enjoy it. I enjoy school a lot.
How's the hockey housing set up?
So all the freshmen stay in a dorm. However, after freshman year, everybody lives in this townhouse facility they call Oakwood, and all the townhouses are connected. So that's where I'll live next year, and all the guys are in the same spot, and it's a lot of fun there. So I'm finishing out this year in the dorm, but next year I'm going to be in what they call the hockey house. So I'm really excited about that. It's a lot of fun there.
So to come back to Shreveport, you come back into Hirsch Coliseum, George's Pond. Kind of, what was it like? Were you like, man, I miss the smell, I miss the feel of the barn.
I could recognize the smell when I was walking in. I was like, wow, it's been a while, but I remember it. I mean, a lot of memories here, a lot of good memories. This rink is bigger than my rink at Ferris State. We have kind of a smaller rink, kind of a, I guess you call cozier setup. Yeah. But it gets packed. I do love the rink we have at Ferris State. It's really nice. But here it's bigger. It's just different. I do enjoy it. It's kind of weird walking in, and I'm like, wow, like it feels like it's been forever since I've been here, but also feels like it's been yesterday. Yeah. So it's like a lot of emotions, but I'm just really happy to be back and see all the guys, see the coaches, see Muskie, see you, obviously, Chet, highlight of my day right now. No. But I'm just really happy to be back here. It's nice to come back. It really is. Take a break.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot here. We talk about the returners. You know the Litchards, the Deebs, the Goiches. Who would be your favorite? Your most, the one returner you were most looking forward to seeing? Yeah. And they're going to be listening.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. Well, a guy that isn't here who got hurt, it would be Fleet.
What a safe answer.
It would be Fleet. No, it would be Fleet. I was on the blue line with him for 2 years. I got to know him very well. I still talk to him almost every day. That's probably the guy I would have to say. If we're talking about guys that are still here, I'd go with Foster Nickel. No question.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, I love Foster Nickel. I obviously played with his brother for all 3 years I was here, and Foster was here for parts of my second year and all of last year. But Foster's just a really fun guy. I still talk with him all the time. I still talk with most of the guys.
Okay, I was about to ask you. So you guys still have the group text?
All the time. Yeah. I just sent something in there about me going back, so I'm sure it's probably going off while we're talking right now. But I talk to Nickel, to Fleet, Haldenby, Marino, Vassallo, Ryan Austin. I'll FaceTime Ryan Austin all the time just to mess with him. Like, we still call each other all the time. We're still in touch, and even though we went our separate ways, we're still connected. Like, we played with each other for 2-3 years. Like, that's nothing you just forget about. That's something where you're connected with them and you stay connected with them for a very long time.
I'm glad you mentioned Colin Vassallo's name because I'm just happy he's still alive. Right.
Well, he's coming back down. Did you know that?
I heard.
In April, him and Marino are coming down.
That could be trouble.
Yeah, well, that's why I came back this week, not that week. That'd be a little much for me. I don't know. They're great guys, though. I do love those guys. But, there should be some more guys coming down. I'm not sure when, but
I've heard Will Murphy rumors. That might be a little interesting.
I haven't heard anything about that.
That might be worth an interview because
that might be worth an interview.
I might have to rehash a lot of stuff there.
I'm sure you do. Yeah, I'm sure you do.
One thing I talked to Bodie Wise about, of course, young blue liner, was about the games that Sewer.
Oh,
so Sewer was brought up many times.
Don't remind me.
I've obviously tried to get this on video for our fans, but of course, the colorful language that gets spewed out of you guys.
No, you can't.
But we've all come to the conclusion that these last few years, it wasn't about who won Sewer. It was to make sure you lost Sewer.
No. It wasn't about who won. It was about who lost. And it wasn't just me. There were other guys who were just made sure you don't let that guy win.
But I heard you were the biggest one.
Yes,
and I've heard
that
this
is
from
true.
multiple sources,
Yes.
not just Bodie Wise. I've heard it from
yeah.
Braden Cook. We miss Cookie.
Yeah.
I've heard it from Vassalo. I've heard it from many blue liners that
was-
you were the number one target.
It wasn't about this guy won, this guy won. It was about let's make sure this guy loses, this guy loses. I was top of that list. But there were other guys who...
Was that extra motivation just to shut everyone up and try to win that baby?
Oh, yeah. I never did, but I tried.
You never did. Okay, so for the record, you never did.
I never did. However, I did win a couple in Ferris State. So just saying, once I got that target off my back, I started winning games. You know, I'm just saying, Chet. Just saying.
Now, did you ever come agonizingly close to winning Sewer?
2 times my second year, I faced off against Jake Mack in the finals. Both times against Jake Mack, and I lost.
And you lost to Jake Mack? That's not something you want to admit.
I would say faulty refereeing is the reason I lost. One of them was in Corpus Christi where he could
Screw job.
Oh, let me tell you. Oh, I'll tell you what happened. He could have gotten the ball in Corpus Christi, watches it go by him, makes fake effort, I lose. We play him in Amarillo, same thing. Ball's right next to him, fake effort, misses, I lose. And I'm telling you right now, if we had any semblance of fair refereeing, I would have won at least one of those games. At least one. But that's enough of my rant for right now.
And you know Jake Mack's not going to win gracefully. He's going to let you know when he beats you.
That's one guy that I miss a lot. Jake.
Oh, for sure. One of the
God.
best.
I love Jake.
That sense of humor?
Oh my gosh, he still texts me all the time. He still texts. If I post something on my story, he'll slide up. And he was one of those guys that was just so much fun to be around. He was always positive, always making you laugh. That was a fun guy on the bus.
Game-wise, you've went through so many games. You reminded me that you played the most games as a Mudbugs blue liner. Thank you for reminding me of all that. No, most points. I'm sorry. Most points at a Mudbugs. Not most games. But you always try to make sure I was on top of those stats.
Yeah, I did.
But the thing is, I thank you because I can use that material on broadcast. Usually it's filler at the end. But is there a game that sticks out as maybe your most memorable game? It doesn't. You don't have to pinpoint playoffs. You don't. I mean, maybe a Lone Star game. Maybe you might pinpoint there. But was there a big? I remember a couple of goals in Corpus. You always did good in Corpus.
Oh, I love playing in Corpus. Corpus was very friendly to me for points. 2 games come to mind, and this is personal games. If I want to go by team wins, the game that we won against Lone Star when Drake Morse had that one-timer goal in overtime.
Yeah, game 4.
To send it back to Lone Star. That was probably my favorite game as a team level.
Another good Mudbug, Draco.
Great Mudbug. He's at Utica right now, doing very well. I'd say my 2 favorite games was when we played El Paso on military night, and I had the 4-point night. That was really cool. And then when we played Lone Star in playoffs last season,
Game 1,
I had 2 goals. That was like. I was probably my favorite game I played as a Mudbug, to be honest with you. I mean, everything just clicked right for me. I got the right bounces. We won the game, which was awesome. That was my last win as a Mudbug.
That was also the last win of that series.
It was my last win as a Mudbug. It was my last 2 goals as a Mudbug in Lone Star, which was never very friendly to me.
And you hated that barn.
Oh, I hated playing there. Yeah. So getting 2 goals there was honestly an achievement for me, and I was happy that those were my last 2 goals. I wish we went all the way, but with those being my last 2 goals in Mudbug, I can be pretty happy that those were my last 2. That was a very good night for me. So
3 years, you stayed with the same billet family.
Yes.
I told you this. I had the distinct pleasure of riding in the Davis. I want to call it the van.
It's something. Who knows?
It's like the Davis Mobile. It was like the Jason Davis show.
Oh, yeah.
With Courtney Davis in the back.
Yeah.
And then the kids were actually the calmest. I don't know if that surprises you one bit.
What planet were you on?
Tanyan wasn't there, so I heard. So I had to let you know that.
Yeah.
What is it? Can you put it all together? Kind of what that experience was like to be with the Davises, because they're unbelievable people.
Unbelievable.
They've done so much for you on and off the ice. Yeah. You're staying with them this week.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Talk about what that billet experience has been like, if you kind of put a bow on it.
I mean, I was with them for 3 years. They're basically my family at this point, and I spent more time with them in the last 3 years than I did with my family. So, It's been unbelievable. I love the relationship I was able to grow with them through the years. They came out to visit us in New Jersey over the summer.
Yep.
Like that's how close we were. We went to 3 Yankees games. They lost all 3. So that was.
So they can't come back.
No, yeah, they can't go to any Yankees games with me. But no, I love the way that I was able to form a really good relationship with them. They did so much for me through the years, and I told them I was coming back. They were very excited to see me. We surprised the kids. Really, there's nowhere else I'd rather stay than with them if I'm in Shreveport. So, and I love being at that house. I was there for 3 years. I love that place. So they got another dog now too. So 3 dogs.
Yeah. You mentioned the Yankees, so
I did.
I would be hard pressed not to ask you about Juan Soto. Is your mom, who's a diehard Mets fan,
Unfortunately.
is she still kind of rubbing that Soto excitement in your face?
Anytime I mention baseball, she goes, "Well, at least we have Juan Soto." So
that's stewing in with you.
I know she's listening to this interview because she said that she was going to be listening to it. So hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. She still gives it to me about Juan Soto. I said, enjoy paying Juan Soto when he's 40 years old and a DH $50 million a year, Mom. But I think the Mets are going to finish with maybe 80 wins this year at most.
Come on.
They're starting pitching. Clay Holmes is their third. And you know what? Garrett Cole's getting Tommy John, so you can say what you want about the Yankees pitching. But at least Clay Holmes, a failed closer, is not our number 3 starter this year. The Yankees are winning the World Series this year. If I could sports bet, which I can't because I play in college, if I could, I'd put my entire life savings in the Yankees World Series this year.
Okay, so my vantage point is really easy because my Giants will not be anywhere near a championship. We're rebuilding. Buster Posey area.
Yeah.
Buster Posey area. I just don't want anybody but the Dodgers. You know how sickening that was to see the Dodgers win the way
Chet,
that they won.
Chet, did you watch that?
The blown save
Did
in
you
Game
watch the
1,
fifth inning?
the 5th inning in Game 5.
I was dying.
It felt like it was I felt like it was rigged. Like I was like, this is just stupid.
Listen.
The Dodgers winning did hurt. For me, if the Yankees don't win, it's the same thing. I don't care who wins the World Series. It could be the Pirates. It could be the Dodgers. If the Yankees don't win, it hurts.
Yeah.
I'm a spoiled Yankees fan. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
We haven't won since 09.
Yeah.
What's going on, Hal? What's going on? He's being cheap. That's what's going on. But
So before I let you go, I gotta ask you about your Devils because we just keep going on and on.
They suck.
Because my favorite Sharks game was actually when Blackwood went into the Rock and got that shutout because I had to message you because I was like, there's nothing better than a former Devils goalie going right in there and getting that shutty. Now, obviously, my Sharks, we're in a big rebuilding mode. Okay, we're in a huge rebuilding mode. We're trading picks. We sent away Wallman, got a couple draft picks. I digress. But are your Devils like what's the prognostication? Because the guys wanted me to ask you about your Devils because
Did they really?
Well, yeah, because they get a little annoyed about how much you pump the Devils.
Oh, all the time. I'm always talking about. Nothing changes in college. Everyone gets sick whenever I bring up the Devils or the
Maybe
team.
they're just sick of your personality.
I think they're just sick of my love for the Devils. Because we'll have the NHL Network on in our room, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, Devils game's coming on. Watch this. They won. Blah blah blah. This happened. This happened." They're like, "Would you shut up about the Devils?"
It's always shut up, hero.
About the Devils, absolutely. But Markstrom gets hurt. Hughes gets hurt.
Yep.
Heishier was out for a while. I mean, not to rag on it. I'm not going to rag on any specific players, but some of the younger guys just haven't stepped up. They haven't been good. Whenever a former Devil plays against the Devils, they turn into Wayne Gretzky or Patrick Waugh. It's absurd. Blackwood shuts them out every time he plays the Devils. It's crazy. Blackwood plays them with the Avalanche, and he kills them again. It's unbelievable. I wouldn't be surprised if Zetterlund scored in the game against the Devils because
So the season is lost.
they have 4 points up. They're 4 points up on the Blue Jackets with 2 games in hand, and they play the Blue Jackets tonight. If they lose, season's over. If they win tonight, the season still has hope. If they lose, that's the season. Come back next year, maybe they'll have a chance. Not this year.
We need like a 24-hour, 24/7 Logan Haru sanity cam. That's what we need. We need like a reality TV show with you in it.
I agree. If you watched me in July when the Yankees had 11 wins in the entire month, you would think that I was this close to ending up in a hospital because my blood pressure was spiking every night. And here's the thing. I love watching the Devils, but I'm so busy during hockey season, I can't watch them as often. In the summer, when I got nothing going on, I watch the Yankees every night.
Was it about as bad as you missing those empty netters? You missed quite a few empty netters last year. I'm just letting you know. Because you never miss those years before. I'm just saying.
Well, I missed one, and I got ripped for it because they scored off the face-off, but we don't talk about that.
Usually Ryan Burker chirps you. He's a good chirper. I think that's probably like his best trait.
He's not a good chirper. He's just really persistent and annoying about it. His chirps aren't good, but he will never let you forget what he says. That's the thing about him. Best chirper is Hato.
He's really good. He hits it where it hurts.
If he gets you with a good chirp, you're like, oh my gosh. He knows where to get you.
You know who gets me this year? Litchie.
Oh yeah,
Litchie sticks a needle and then he just kind of twists it and he doesn't let me go.
Litch to me is always going to be that kid that came in my second year and, he was kind of quiet at first. He's never going to get me with a chirp that's going to get me. Hato's been with me for 3 years. When he got me, he got me. Litch, I don't care what Litch says. Hato, I cared what he said.
I don't know how it is, but whenever I walk back there, somehow I'm like a bullseye target. For last some odd years, and Litchie claims I'm an easy target. Am I an easy target?
I mean...
Because you were part of that.
I'll admit it. Not to bring up skeletons in your closet, but you know what I'm going to bring up, right?
Yeah, in a stand-up comedy act.
Your stand-up comedy is a pretty easy target. I'm not going to repeat it on air, but if anybody wants to look up Dirty Chetin, I'm not encouraging you, but I am just saying Dirty Chetin 2012 San Jose is still on YouTube. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, that's Logan Haru. We can go on and on about this. Thank you so much for the time. And if you visit again, we got to do this again.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Chad. If I visit again, I'll let you know.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Mudbugs score 3 times in the second period. Big night so far for Brent Litchard. He's got a goal and 2 assists. Third period coming up, and it's brought to you by Centerpoint Energy. Centerpoint Energy, you know what's below. Call 811 to locate buried utilities before digging into any project. Brent Litchard scoring his 18th. Duke Earhart with his 9th, and then Carter McKay with his 11th at 19:36 to close out a great second period. McKay is 1-1. Litchard is 1-2. And we still got a lot to go in this game. Mudbugs out shooting the Jacks 23-15 though. Trying to find their way to a split in this series. Try to get an all-important 2 points and try to keep themselves in the race for that 2 seed in the South Division. Face-off won there by the Bugs. Now play to the right side. Lavecchio. Now right side there to Parichka. Parichka will nudge it into the near corner. Play to the right point. Wise toward the net. Tipped. In front. Hit a body. Into the near corner it goes. 2-goal lead, always dangerous. Mudbugs know that. And I'm sure Coach Soupy reiterated that message. Now play to the left point. Pusateri looking for one, and he didn't get much on it. And now the puck rolls back out. Ooh. It did come out. Delayed offsides for the Bugs. Far side, that's Richards. He'll rake it in, but it's an offside, or rather an icing on the Jacks.
Once again, tonight's Mudbugs title fighter of the night, Sonic Drive-In. Thank you, Sonic. And our third period sponsor, Centerpoint Energy. Know what's below. Call 811 to locate
the Mudbugs were to win tonight, it would be a 2-point deficit behind the Ice Rays, and then the Ice Rays would have 3 games in hand. So the Ice Rays will be playing 3 games in 4 nights next week. The Mudbugs will be off, of course. The Ice Rays will be taking on the streaking Ice Wolves, and then they'll have a 2-game series against the Warriors. So it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out as everybody's looking for home ice advantage. It's so important. I think Coach Soupy kind of downplayed that fact. Shot toward the net, fought off there by Goich. And now worked right back in, right wing. Here's Belsterling, skates in. And that one fought off there by Goich. Oh, check that. The Ice Rays will be taking on the Odessa Jackalopes next weekend. Forgive me. So Ice Wolves and the Jacks toward the net was Deeb. So we can see what this Jackalopes team can do in a burst of speed and a lot of skill. All right, point. Looks like the official got in the way there. Worked right back in. Here's Akimov. Into the far corner. Earhard to the left point there. Down low as Adams puts it. And now up ahead off the stick of Giosi. Giosi worked it in to the far corner. And now right point. Chopped at. Now taken there by, and Thornton could not hold his own. Played up off the far side boards, off the stick of Arrington. 2.5 gone by here in the third. Looked like a collision there between Earhard. Adams took a hard hit. Giosi took a hit. And then Adams kind of fell back down after kind of a domino effect behind there. Now fired toward the net. That one gets the glass. Held in there by Wise, and Wise will just roll it into that far corner. Thornton will spike it back out to center. Wise will go ahead and grab it and stuff it toward the net, and it's a glove save and a routine one there by Carfed. We are auctioning off these Loving Louisiana jerseys after the game. Be sure to join us if you are here at the game. Join us in the player entry tunnel for that auction. He's off one there by Drury. Over to Lavecchio. Lavecchio fires toward the net as he drifted it on back, and he got the glass. Play it around the near side boards. Held in there by Lavecchio. They'll just go ahead and dish it in down low, try to find Drury. Hard hit is Barrett, takes a weird bounce. These are live boards here at George's Pond. Now through the middle. Taken, dropped off there to Hammer. Hammer couldn't grab it. Little space here for Barrett. And now Barrett gets hit hard as he's able to just twist it in down low there for Drury. Fighting for that puck. Loose puck now. Barrett got his stick lifted and worked right back out to center. Up ahead off the stick of Murray. 4 minutes gone by here in the third. Martell gets taken down there by Seminara. Up off the heel of Parichka. Oh my. Hard hit is now Barry looks shaken up. Pusateri, right side. Up ahead off the stick of Parichka. Pass hits the side of the net. Backhander in front. Oh, and a right hand backhand there by Parichka. And a right pad save there by Carfed. Now through the slot, taken there by Tavar. Left side. Oh, what a hard hit there by Boucher as he dumps Tavar down to the ice. Boy, Odessa just trying to hang in there. Intercepted. Here's Deeb. Fired toward the net. Save made there by Carfed. And he will hold on to it. Scores elsewhere in the South Division. We know that Colorado upended New Mexico to snap their 6-game win streak. They won in overtime 2-1. The Weiss Wolves get a point. Colorado gets a big 2 points. They're now 2 points ahead of Odessa for that 6th and final playoff spot. Lone Star 1-1 with Amarillo right now. That game in the 3rd period now. On the Rhinos with a 2-0 lead over the Warriors midway through that contest from the El Paso County Event Center. Padilla on the left side. 3-1 contest in favor of the Bugs in this one. Mudbugs trying to snap out of a 3-game funk. Deeb spins it in. Held in there by Litchard. He's got a big night tonight. Litchard from the point. Litchard spins one toward the net, and he shot it wide. Into the far corner. Mudbugs need a change on the fly. Now to the point. Deeb a shot blocked in front. That got a piece of Smith. Tough angle shot goes wide on a shot there by Deeb from the near corner. Now grabbed there by Richmond. Through the middle. Richmond skates in, gains the blue line, right side. He'll just go ahead and ring it in. Been kind of an uphill climb for Odessa in this game so far, in this 3rd period. Really most of the 2nd as well. Up off the stick of Lavecchio. In deep, Giosi. Left wing side. Up off the stick of Arrington. All the way back in to the Mudbug zone. And Earhart tried to grab it. Now along that Bugs blue line, along the near side, still going at it. And one out free there by Odessa. Up off the stick of Giosi. Giosi skates in, kicked around now there by Doyle. Into the far corner. The Jacks needed a wholesale line change, and Scott Durr elected to do that now. Oh, mishandled the puck there was Fink. Fink gets taken down. Now Akimov lugs it in. Akimov into the near corner. He loses it. Now played back to the point. Murch, a drive, tipped in front. Off the stick of Akimov, and it went wide. Now the puck is swatted back out to center. Murch grabs it, slugs it up off the near side boards. Hammer's got it over to Thornton. Thornton will just go ahead and push it back in to the Mudbug zone. 12.5 to go here in the 3rd. Bugs on top, 3-1. Lesperance behind the Bugs net. Held in there by Thornton. Now Pusateri played up off the far side boards. And grabbed there by Murch. Up ahead, the Jasser. Here comes the Flower Mound kid. And a good stick there by Thornton. Up ahead now. Far side. Worked in. That's Murray. Fired toward the net. No look shot there by Lesperance. Save made there by Goich. Another save made there by Goich on a shot by Lesperance from the far circle. Bear will skate it up the ice. Dropped off there to Drury. Drury, right point. He'll go ahead and shake it into the far corner. Jasser in through the slot. Good skate there by Patilla to block the lane. Right back in. Here comes Larkey. Kind of swiveled his way through and then got bumped off the play. Here's Seminara. One man to beat. He'll spin it on back. Tried to work it in. It got blocked. Boy, Coach Soupy letting Seminara know, get those pucks in deep. Oh, and now Richmond fans on the puck, takes a hard hit from Parichka. Now worked right back out. Maybe losing his balance there was Boucher. Looked like he was held on to. At least that's what Boucher was arguing about. And now Boucher gets in the lane of Richmond, and we get a break in the action. 11:05 to go in the 3rd. The Bugs 3, the Jacks 1. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. 3-1 lead for Bugs hockey. 11:05 to go. Far Bugs blue line, face-off one there by Odessa. And they're going to jar it back into the Bug zone. Worked right back out to center. Now Thornton grabs it, and he'll just go ahead and guide it back in behind the Bugs net. Shot toward the net. Save made there by Goich. That was a knuckler from Belsterling, and quietly, Nikolai Goich having a stellar night in net. It's always a big night when you see a few scouts in the house. Watching this game quite intensively. .10:45 to go here in the third. Toward the net there, Patilla throws a flight, and it goes wide. And now Fink's got it. Fink now up off the stick of Akimov, all the way down. Into the near side, Patilla. We'll spin it up ahead. Now taken there by Earhart, who's got the go-ahead goal so far in this game. Right back out to center. Grabbed there by Adams. Now off the stick of Earhart. And in deep it goes. Midway through the third, Mudbugs up by a pair. I believe it got the stick of Arrington. It did. Played there by Goich. Played up off the near side boards. Intercepted there by Lesperance. Lesperance toward the net. Left pad save. Made there by Goich. And now Lesperance battling for it. Jasser there. Now down low along the end boards. Odessa playing for their playoff lives. You know they're going to try to empty the tank here in this final 9.5 to go. They are now 2 points out of a playoff spot, so every game so big for them down the stretch. Held in there by Barry. Now along the far side, Mudbugs gain control of the puck up off the stick of Jasser. Colorado and Odessa separated by 2 points. After tonight, Odessa would have a game in hand. Or check that, Colorado would have a game in hand on Odessa. So this is even more important for Odessa. The Bugs know that they want to get some points and get closer to Corpus on their own end. Here's Boucher around the corner toward the net. Right pad save made there by Carped. Into the near half wall. Thornton played around the far side boards. Murch to the left point. He'll go ahead and whirl it in. And now the puck deflects out of play. We're breaking the action. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by Logan's Roadhouse. You know those rolls, they're oh so good. They're also a proud core partner of Shreveport Rougarou football, which is a proud core partner of Mudbugs hockey. The Rougarou will be playing next Saturday. They'll be hosting the Wheeling Miners Be sure to get your tickets at tickets.gorugaroo.com or giving us a call at 318-636-7094. Join us for some Roo football. Left side, Piriselli. We'll go ahead and rope it in. And now turnaround shot, stick save made there by Goich. He wants to hold on to it from Piriselli. We got a timeout. We got a penalty coming up. This one is going against the Jackalopes. Piriselli's going in with 8:01 to go here in the third. Boy, here's a huge chance. Wow. An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Piriselli. .801 to go. Mudbugs with a chance to put this game away. Faceoff was won there by the Bugs, but snuck right back out. And it's been the glaring weakness this weekend. They are a combined 0 for 7 in this series. On the man advantage, brought to you by Scott Powerline. Off the stick of Hutchinson. Taken there by Earhard. Now down in deep along the end boards there to Jasser. Played back to the right point. Lavecchio waits. Now over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson in down low into the near corner. Played back to the right point. Hutchinson toward the net. Right pad save made there by Carfed. 1:15 remaining on the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Boy, this is a backbreaker. Shot toward the net. Oh, off the stick of Earhard. That one had a good little play. Now from the slot. Chopped that. They score! I believe it's Jasser. And it's 4-1 Mudbugs. Jasser was hungry. And from a loose puck, he's able to spank it home. And the Mudbugs have their largest lead of the night. For Jasser, it is goal number 5 on the year. .702 to go in the third. That's a power play goal, and that's got to feel good for Michael Hill. He's been working diligently on this man advantage. And they get one off really kind of a busted play. And the Mudbugs are ready to put this 3-game losing streak behind them. It has been a long couple of weeks for Mudbugs hockey. Still time in this game, though. Shots 28-20 in favor of the Bugs. Face-off won there by the Jacks. Puck spun in deep. And on net there by Barry. Sticked away there by Goich. Jasser's 5th unassisted. Oh, looks like a penalty's coming up. This one's going against the Mudbugs. And they want the extra attacker time. That's what they're going to do here. Along the left side, and now it's touched up. Whoa! Like Deeb got tied up with Smith, and we got an opportunity here for the Jacks with 6:33 to go in the third. This might be the last gasp of air for the Jacks in this game. It's a roughing infraction. Pusatari's going in. Not overly thrilled about it. And this face-off will come to the left of Goich. The Mudbugs, who gave up the game's first goal in this game, have scored 4 unanswered. They lead 4-1. Fifth power play of the night for the Jacks. Or check that, fourth power play of the night for the Jacks. Now near circle, Belsterling. Spins it around, Belsterling. Now in on the near corner, and the puck is swung all the way down there by Earhart. Now Hammer around the right side. Hammer's pass broken up. Good stick there by Ritchie. And we got a whistle. Offside of the Jacks. ETBU, a proud core partner of Mudbugs Hockey, East Texas Baptist University. We had an ETBU grad used to work for us. Gracie Dabrowski. She might be tuned in this evening from Michigan. We miss that lady. Former office roommate. Is that fair to say, office roommate? Office mate? Yeah. Actually, office roommate I think works. You shared a room together. Hope she's doing well. We missed that lady. She was a good one. Also headed up the figure skating class as well. She ran a ship, and it was tight, and she was here every day, literally. Now she's a newlywed, and she's enjoying herself up north. And we still keep in touch to this day, and that's just what makes Mudbugs hockey so great. Everlasting relationships. Mudbugs trying to strengthen their relationship with their fans. They're up 4-1, trying to bring home a win. I don't think they're worried about the big picture yet. It's still a little foggy. Here's Hammer, worked in, a backhander, glove down there by Goich, and he wants to hold on to it. With 11 seconds remaining on Pusatari's roughing infraction. You would have to think Scott Durr, he's more aggressive than most coaches. He will pull his netminder quite early. Right back out to center, left side. Here's Jasser taken down. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Good kill. 4:20 to go in the third. 4-1 lead. Mudbugs trying to get to 69 points. I don't know if they want to pull their netminder down by 3, but I wouldn't put it past Scott Durr. Like I said, he likes to be aggressive. He really doesn't care if his team gives up empty net goals. He's one of those guys. Just kind of keeps fighting. At least it's what he's done in the past. Thornton up off the stick of Jacobs. Makes an awkward bounce and deep in the Mudbug zone. Now Pusateri up ahead to Barrett. Barrett gains his zone. Barrett works it in toward the net. And he got taken down. Now along the left side, Giosi throws a wobbler toward the net, and Goich wants to hold on to it. This would be an opportunity for Scott Durr to get an extra attacker if he wants to. There's the timeout from Scott Durr. We'll take one as well. 4-1, 3:15 to go in the third in favor of the Bugs. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Hey, Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Welcome back in to George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Scott Durr uses his timeout. 6 attackers now for Odessa. They're going to try to get 3 in a span of 3:15. They got the firepower to do it. Face off left wing circle, tied up, one there by the Bugs. They'll go for the empty net, and they'll fling it all the way down for icing on the Bugs. .308 now remaining in the third. Odessa wants to stretch this game out. Face-off tied up. And now Arrington holds the zone in front. Shot toward the net, blocked. Now through the slot toward the empty net. Earhart! Oh, he shot it wide. Another icing on the Bugs. Boy, Coach Soupy telling his guys to get that puck out of the zone quite softly. Last thing the Mudbugs want to do is just keep this clock at a standstill. Face off to the left of Goich. Face off tied up, one there by the Jacks. Now Barry toward the net, through traffic, and it hit a couple of bodies. And over skating the puck now, McKay tries to grab it along that far half wall. Battle for it, Larkey in there. One out free, little space. Here's Tavar toward the net. Stick save made there by Goich. Now a tie up, banked. McKay cannot get it out. Spun toward the net, sticked away there by Goich. Now in front, Tavar in front, loose puck, punched at there by Larkey, and it went wide. 2:15 to go in the third. Lesprance to Barry, extra attacker for Odessa is on. 6-on-5 toward the net. That one's going to go all the way down. Was it deflected? It was not. It's an icing on Bugs hockey with 2:01 remaining in the third. Coach Soupy does have a timeout if he wants to use it. And there it is. I just read his mind. I never do that. So I'm going to pinpoint this date. It's 4-1 in favor of the Bugs. with 2:01 to go in the third. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
And looks like the stanchion came off again along that glass. Got to get that fixed. We'll keep it here. 4-1 contest in favor of the Bugs. .54 seconds remaining. Face off to the left of Goich. Toward the net, blocked. Lavecchio tried to clear it. 45 seconds, a backhander, no, taken there by Fink. Up ahead, empty net for Pusateri. Toward the empty net, he shot it wide. Backhander toward the net, it went wide. Oh, Pusateri tried to bring the house down with the empty net. Now to the right point, dribble toward the net, glove down there by Goich with 27 seconds remaining in the third, and Pusateri hating on himself, and I don't blame him. That was a tough one. Had a little too much steam on that. Fink's like, dude, how do you miss those? Pusateri's like, I don't get too many of those opportunities. I got a little too excited. If he had his lucky watch on, there's no way he's missing that. I don't know how a hockey player could play with a watch on. That'd be a little tough. I'll let him know about it after the game. Patilla up off the far side, boards off the stick of Arrington. Now along the end boards, 10 seconds. Up off the far side boards, McKay. Hard hit. Now along the far side. Punched at right side. And that'll do it. Mudbugs win. Mudbugs win. Mudbugs win. Claws up. Final score. The Mudbugs 4. The Jackalopes 1. Stick around for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant post-game show. We'll tell you all about it after these messages. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey, Mudbugs fans, listen up. Just like you wouldn't take a slap shot without practice, you shouldn't face your financial future unprepared. That's where I come in. My name is Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and I'd like to be your family's trusted financial and accounting advisor. I have been serving the Shreveport-Bossier area for over 20 years. I understand that finances are a team sport, so whether you're cheering on your kids or getting ready for retirement yourself, Generational Financial Advisors has the experience to help your whole team win. I offer financial planning tailored to each generation, from tax strategies for young professionals to secure retirement planning for grandparents. Just like a good hockey team, we work together to create a game plan for your financial success. So call me at 318-219-4188 and get a free consultation and a financial strategy that'll make you the MVP of your family. Remember, we're on your team and we help families score big across the generations.
Welcome back into George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. 4-1 win as the Mudbugs improved to 32-18-5. After giving up a Cohen-Belsterling power play tally, the Mudbugs get 4 in a row. Brent Litchard at 3:05 of the second. Duke Earhart at 16:27. And then Carter McKay at 19:36 of the second. 3-goal second period. Then Jonah Jasser was able to jab home his 5th goal of the year unassisted at 12:57, which put the icing on the cake of this game. With the win, the Mudbugs go, like I said, to 32-18-5. They're 2 points behind the Ice Rays, but the Ice Rays have 3 games in hand. The Bugs outshot the Jacks 28-26. Our next broadcast, March 28th, a couple of weeks from now, the Mudbugs will host the Warriors, the Oklahoma Warriors, for Kids Weekend. 6:50 with the Landers pregame show. You can get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Have a good night and a better tomorrow from George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. Until next time,